Lazy Boy Green Room along with Dave Scott, Sheila Hamilton. Hey, Will, how are you?
Hey, Will. Good
Hi.
to see you.
Will, you are one of the funniest guys I have ever interviewed. I'm sure people tell you that, but you know, they're like, wow, thank God you play music, you write great songs, and you have a sense of humor.
I think it's our relationship here in this room because sometimes some people can make you really shy on interviews.
Really?
I'm stressed out. Oh yeah.
No, you were stressed out, really?
You guys came into it today. I want to applaud you. You guys came into it with good energy, smiles on your faces.
Where are you from originally?
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just won the huge songwriting award in
Yeah.
Boston. God, that must have been incredible.
Yeah, well, I've never won anything in my life. I won a hot dog in a baseball game once, but that's because my uncle told me that it was like a question at like a minor league game.
Yeah.
My uncle told me the answer, so I didn't really. No. Yeah, I really won the music award, which was weird because I'd never won anything.
Yeah.
And I had entered so many things, and so I was at the back of the place having some drinks with friends, and they're reading off the names. I'm like, oh, cool, I heard my name read. That was great. And they said, winner's Will Dailey. I was all the way in the back, so I had to leap over tables and stuff like that.
Did it bring anything? I mean, this was when the label was entertaining you, or not?
I had just signed with them, so it was a good little bonus. Like,
oh, nice.
They're like,
yeah, you guys made a wise decision.
yeah, really money well
So the
spent.
story about how you got there, I wish you'd recap that because it's an amazing tale of just like this fortitude of saying, I'm a songwriter, I'm going to continue with what I'm doing, even though, God, the chips weren't falling for you, man.
Well, on my first album that I put out, I was playing in all kinds of bands and had like best friend bands and stuff like that. And I said, I'm not making the music I'm supposed to make. I would love to be in Black Sabbath, but that's not my purpose. I know that, even though I'd love to play an SG and turn it up, I'm not, that's not my purpose.
Can you do this?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Really well. I don't want to hurt my fingers. And
You play a little Black Sabbath more.
Oh, Iron Man?
Yeah.
I'm feeling it too.
Me
A little paranoid?
oh, jeez.
That would be a no.
We're getting out of hand.
Okay.
So, and I had some money saved up in life, and, I was like, your family's like, oh, you're playing music, but are you saving money? Do you have and I was like, yeah, I'm saving money, but I have money saved for what?
Mm.
What am I saving it for? So I'm like, I'm just going to make a record and call it Will Dailey. I'm like, what is it? The world really doesn't need another white guy with an acoustic guitar either. It really doesn't, and I feel guilty about that. But, that's why I put there's horns on all my records, there's keys and everything, and I went in and I did that album, ran out of my savings, and sold my car to finish it.
God, that car was legendary, huh?
Yeah, well, the album, it was called the Red Bullet, so I called the album Goodbye Red Bullet.
Wouldn't you love to, when you're rich and famous, go buy that car back?
No.
Why not?
Buy yourself a Bentley
Look
or
towards the
Mercedes.
future, yes. Look to the future.
This is CBS Records
By the
we're talking about
By the time
here.
I have money to buy a car, they're all going to be flying electric cars anyway. So.
Yeah.
But,
so now you, and then you went through this health crisis, like you had an appendix thing and no health care.
And I rose to the ranks in LA and moved out, kind of based myself out of there, got management, got an agent, showcasing for labels and doing that whole song and dance and hitting the road. And, showcasing for labels is a really, really weird process,
Yeah.
And it's,
You call it the dance. What is the dance like? What, you eat it in a lot of restaurants?
You eat in restaurants, people tell you you're a star. I've had this one woman in particular treated me like I was her son. And would call me all the time, just like, and then
Sure
when
she wasn't
couldn't-
coming on to you?
No. But when nothing was going to happen, she never called again. She said, she would never call and say, we can't get this done right now. But the funny thing is all the people who said no to me all got fired.
Wow.
I made sure of that. No, but the whole industry has shrunk in a way.
Yeah.
And it was kind of serendipitous in a way that I didn't get to close those deals, or I got sick.
Yeah.
And I had to go back to Boston. I had to go to my roots. And my manager called and said, look, I got capital to make a record. We're going to make it our way, your way. Cool. It's like, come back to LA, as much producers I want you to make. I said, no, I know the people in Boston I can do this with. I'm from Boston. Musicians that deserve this opportunity are in Boston.
Yeah.
And I can do it here where I'm kind of getting my strength back, too, because it cleaned my health out, cleaned me out financially and everything. So it was all very serendipitous. And before we pressed record, to record back and forward, first day in the studio, the producer turned to me and said, I got a call from a friend at CBS. They're thinking of starting a label.
Wow.
And I said, okay, let's play. Let's record the record. And that's how it rolled into one. Had I not gotten sick, had I not gone back and my producer in Boston, who I just really trusted and really gelled with.
Yeah.
Now, on the album is a song called Rise, and if you're watching this on your computer right now and you're thinking, you're looking at Will going, who is that? Explain the connection with the song Rise on the show CSI New York.
Oh, yeah. So I was playing a show in L.A., and afterwards I'm outside getting some air, and this larger-than-life guy comes out and says, okay, I'm going to put you on my show. You're going to, oh, I'm the producer of CSI. My name's Anthony Zeiker. Who at the time I did not know, anything about anything really to do with anything other than playing songs. And he said, I'm going to put you in my show alongside Gary Sinise. And then he started thinking, is this guy crazy?
Yeah.
I mean,
totally.
And the whole show's going to close out with your song. And I said, oh, that's great. Thank you. And thank you so much. I'd love to do that. That sounds great. Bye.
Exactly.
I don't know where to take it from there. Like,
do you need my phone number?
Yeah. He's like, I'll get it taken care of. And he drove off in what looked like a spaceship, but I learned it was a Bentley.
Maybe you can buy that.
Boom, boom. And Anthony Zeiker calls me 3 weeks later and says, next week you're coming to town. We're gonna shoot this scene. Wow. I'm sending you the script right now.
So it's screen time with Gary Sinise?
Gary Sinise.
Holy cow.
And so everyone likes to say you did a scene with Lieutenant Dan. I'd like to be playing shows around the world. That's the most important. That's the most exciting thing for me is playing in front of people. My show varies from I'll walk out with an acoustic guitar, play a couple songs, bring 5 members of my band out. Sometimes I tour with 5 members. Sometimes I'll tour with 9, depending on how many guys you can fit in a van. But I'd like to be doing the show that I envision, which is 9-person band with the horns and the B3 and everything that happened on that journey.
The album's on CBS Records. It's called Back Flipping Forward. You've been hanging out with Will Dailey. Multi-talented Will Dailey.
Start a little war, fuel a little fire. Find your way, claim your ground, far from the bubble. You didn't want to dance, you said you'd rather die. You grind your teeth for your brow, dive in a puddle. So do I. So do I. The crack that might flood your brain with light is touchable but hard to hold. You can ask a broken line. You didn't want a room, said you'd rather drive. Be an animal, a dirty joke, everywhere lies. So do I. So do I. So do I. So do I.
I'm so glad you didn't listen to Dave.
You always win.